For a quarter century.
So aren't those professionals adhering to a series of guidelines and rules and laws, judging what they do? And I think
sure they are.
And I think the problem has been that those rules and guidelines have shifted a lot during over the last 8
Starting in 2002, though, Pat, they were told this. We need you to get information out of these people. If you don't get information out of these people, Manhattan's going to be nuked, Washington's going to be nuked, LA's going to be nuked, millions of Americans are going to die. Go to it. So then they went to it with the guidelines they were given, and suddenly, after 4 years of safety, it became unfashionable. So then suddenly they were told, you know what, you may be dragged before court and thrown in jail.
Exactly, exactly. They changed the game on them. Go save America. And these guys are doing everything they can to protect it. And all of a sudden they save the game. You know, Jonathan, one judge said the other day that isolation was a form of torture. But we always had solitary confinement. You get a killer in prison, he attacks and kills a guard, you don't have a death penalty, what do? You put him in solitary confinement.
And I will tell you what, Mika, we would not be as far as we were in this war on terror if we had not used isolation, sleep deprivation, turning the temperature thermostat up and down, waterboarding. But let's debate that. But let's go to the next.
I'm refraining from debate because we're not going to have time for the next op-ed. Washington Post, 2,688 days. Mark Thiessen. As the new president receives his intelligence briefings, certain facts must now be apparent. Al-Qaeda is actively working to attack our country again, and the policies and institutions that George W. Bush put in place to stop this are succeeding. During the campaign, Obama pledged to dismantle many of these policies. He follows through on those pledges at America's peril and his own. If Obama weakens any of the defenses Bush put in place and terrorists strike our country again, America will hold Obama responsible, and the Democratic Party could find itself unelectable for a generation.
Well, it's what we've been saying here, Mika, isn't it? That's what we've been talking about now for months.
I think it's a fine line, and you know what? I would just like to add, for the sake of argument, that the problem that Obama confronts, for example, with Gitmo, is that this is a mess that President Bush has creating this situation. Hold on.
No, I'm
creating
not.
A situation where
Osama bin Laden created this situation when he took down the Twin Towers.
I did not debate you on torture, but let me debate you on this. He created this situation which challenges every facet of our Constitution and what our country stands by. And I know it's out of the country.
I can't let you say that. You have got to listen, Mika.
It challenges our principles. And now the question is what to do with these people. And it's wrong to have them sitting there for years and years and years on end.
That is speaking in generalities. I want you to find me the Nazi prisoner that was provided habeas corpus. I want you to find me the Nazi prisoner that was read the Miranda rights on the beaches of Normandy. This is lunacy.
All right, let me speak. All I'm saying is that this is a situation that is not good, that Bush has put in place, and now Obama, as he tries to deal with it, is going to run risks.
America.
No, I'm not. I'm blaming him for creating a very bad...
He didn't create it. Osama bin Laden did.
Let's say we let 150 of these guys go because we just can't make the case against them, and they go out and blow up some airliners. Would you talk to the parents of the children on those airliners and tell them we had to stand up for our ideals? That's why that guy's out there, and that's why he put that bomb on that plane.
And that is...
Would you take moral responsibility for that?
That is the challenge that Obama has to deal with, and I'm not sure what to do now that this Gitmo has been created, and these people are sitting there.
They're advocating that.
No, that's my point, and that's the point of this op-ed, is that the challenge is now in place, but not because Barack Obama has come up with some bad ideas. He has to now deal with the policies in place from the Bush.
George Bush because we live in the age of terror.
I'm questioning him. I'm not blaming him.
Question him. That's fine. That's what we as Americans do.
I'm questioning the whole creation of Gitmo and why it's there and how it's being conducted, and I think now Obama has a big problem on his hands because of that.
And Jonathan, I've always said, show me the paper that has Barack Obama's signature on the bottom that says, we're going to stop sleep-depriving terrorists. We're going to stop, you know,
it's only been in for what, a day?
It's not going to happen. No, I'm saying in a year. Do we really want to say, oh, we don't want the NSA to track down the movement of funds with terrorists across the globe?
I don't think anybody's talking about that. I do think there's a way to protect America without violating everything that we stand for, everything that we are.
Okay, here we go. You've just said, and I'm sorry this early to get this wound up, but you and Mika generalize saying violating everything we've said. That is bull, and I have a 7-second delay, and I would like to say the second part of the word, but I won't, but that is bull. What you were doing, and Mika, what you were doing and what the rabid left, not you all, but what the rabid left have done for the past 7 years is just say, we are going to apply new standards to the Geneva Convention. We are going to apply new standards to the Constitution.
Follow the Geneva Convention.
Oh, hey, guess what, Jonathan? We are. Al-Qaeda terrorists that don't wear uniform. How about reading the Geneva Convention? Because terrorists that try to blow up civilians are not protected under the Geneva Convention. Terrorists that blow up civilians do not get habeas corpus. They do not get constitutional protections, which the rabid left and some fair-minded people in the middle. I just said fair-minded people in the middle, persuaded by the rabid left. They're trying to rewrite the rules and then saying America's never done this before.
Raising questions about how we become better. Okay.
Caroline?
Thank you, Washington Post columnist Jonathan King.